All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. And shalom to the sincere sisters that are tuning in as well. All right. Excuse me. I want to do this very quick, lesson real quick. Speaking on a few things. And give a little inspiration on what led me to do this lesson. Is I woke up this morning. Now, before I get to the morning, let's go back to yesterday. Today is March 28th, 2023. Okay? March 28th, 2023. All right. And yesterday was the 27th. So yesterday, the 27th, a lot of stuff happened. Okay? A lot of things are breaking down and breaking out. Let's start with the main things. A storm went through Mississippi. A tornado, basically, tore it up. That same tornado came through Georgia in certain parts, and brought a lot of destruction. Okay. Then there's the chemical spill in Philadelphia, where 1.5 million people in the Philadelphia area are scrambling to get bottled water. Okay. That's what else? There was a school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. And that's just a few things. The world, the America and the world, mainly specifically America, I should say, is extremely pissed off at Mark Zuckerberg. Everybody is in the spirit of protesting. Actually, people are deleting and protesting, basically, protesting anything dealing with Meta. Okay, so people are protesting Facebook, people are protesting IG, Instagram. Okay, WhatsApp. So he's being called out and canceled because he is being shown or found out, that he was lobbying to get the app TikTok banned just for sole positioning in the marketplace for himself. So again, all of this is happening. We're in a time right now which, when I look at it, we could possibly see the end of 3 major social media apps in a matter of a few weeks. TikTok could leave. People are leaving IG and Facebook probably by the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to the point that they actually they made it hard for you to find the delete button. Get that? Okay. So I know I'm driving and I'm speaking, and I'm going to hit some scriptures, but I'm speaking on to all the things that's happening. Fast forward, I wake up this morning and I'm sitting at the edge of my bed, and I'm just kind of like, so we're really about to go do this. Like, I'm just getting myself together, but I'm like, wow, all this shit is going on in the world, and I'm in America, but like, you still gotta get up and go through the motions of life. Like, this shit fucking matters. You know, you put your shoes on, you put your pants on, and you gotta put a smile on your face to go, to go to a job that is failing behind the scenes. I'm not even just thinking about even myself. I'm thinking about as everybody in the world, in America specifically, right? All this shit is going on, but in the midst of it, we got to worry about paying the cable bill. We got to worry about, paying the Netflix bill and paying the car insurance, like all of this shit. So it had me in a space of, and it brought me to this word, which I'm going to get a few scriptures and go into this word now that I'm at where I'm in a parking lot. It had me perplexed. Like I was sitting there and I was trying to figure out like what was I feeling, and then the spirit just dawned. The spirit just hit me. Perplexed. I was like, that's it. I'm like perplexed. So let's go into the word perplexed, and we're gonna get a few scriptures to back this up and go into it. Okay. So perplex on the etymon means to be embarrassed, puzzled, bewildered, filled with uncertainties. All right. And if I'm being honest, that's how I felt this morning. I felt a level of uncertainty. Not an uncertainty of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Absolutely not. Because I'm going to show you that in the scriptures, this stuff is going to make us feel perplexed. Because like I said, I was sitting there and I'm like, so we really just going to continue to, go through the days like this shit really fucking matters. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to get up, and I mean, as in I'm talking about as in people. Like, we're going to get up, like even right now, these people out here, y'all got up, they got up, put their pants on, brushed their teeth, played their favorite music, put on a smile, went to work. Although all kinds of fucking bullshit is occurring directly and indirectly to them. Right? So it had me kind of like perplexed, puzzled. It had me puzzled. Because see, through the spirit, you got to see everybody. When you go, like I said, if you have a TikTok, just go to the hashtag delete Facebook or delete IG and see all the videos of people that are pushing this energy. Facebook is crumbling. Okay. But you got to think about what really is happening is this is where small businesses use to sell things. So to abandon these apps is really people going from a quiet quitters to loudly quitting. They're not giving a fuck about life. And it made me think about Gerald Celente. If you're not familiar with him, he had a quote that I heard, one of the first quotes I heard when I came into the truth, and it still stands true to this day. When people lose everything and have nothing else to lose, they lose it. So people are losing it and are going to even more and more and more and more lose it, because the very fabric of which they thought, if they believed and worked towards, is failing them. Okay? So let's get some more of this word. We'll get a few scriptures and then we're going to close up here. All right? It says involved, confused, intricate. Salaki, my recorder cut off. So I'm going to read, if I didn't already, I'm going to read it again. The adjective for perplexed is a person's doubtful or full of anxieties, bewildered, puzzled due to matter under consideration. Right. And that's going to lead me into this scripture. This is Luke 21 and 25. Now, this is perfect timing all through the spirit. Watch this. And it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and tonight on the Sabbath all the planets, a lot of the planets of the solar system are going to be in line, and you can actually see them in the sky. That's a sign. That's not something you see every day. Okay. So this is in the spirit here. That's why I said it's like sometimes the things that you feel, it's not directly, like you may feel angry anger. Sometimes it's not for you to directly internalize that anger. It's just to realize that you're in touch with what's going on in the world. Sometimes you feel anger for the conditions of your people, the men. You feel angry for the women, angry for the children, whatever it may be. Sometimes you feel sad, depressed. That's why you got to know to rebuke these spirits and move forward and always go back to the scriptures, because sometimes it's not personal. So like I said, even with feeling perplexed, it's not that I'm questioning what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's got going on, but I put myself in the shoes of, so we're supposed to put our shoes on this morning, put our pants on, then our shoes, get dressed, go get that coffee, go to this job. Like there's plenty of people that are on the internet right now on these jobs that are, they're not getting paid. The business, the company that they work for is failing. They don't have payroll and people aren't getting paid. All right. So this is what the scriptures say. So we got the part about the sun, the moon, the stars. And it says, and upon the earth, distress of nations. See, it's a distress amongst these people, whether they know it or not. Especially we're even included at it. We're distressed. We're trying to make bills, ends meet. We're trying to take care of our business, serve the Lord. This can be a little level of distress because it's hell, man. All right. But that's where we have to lean on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, these scriptures, because this is our true form of comfort. You're not going to find comfort, internal comfort anywhere else in this place except for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Everything else is going to be like a Band-Aid on top of a gunshot wound to a certain extent. You can eat some good. It might make you feel good for the second, a few laughters, but it's this bitterness and sorrows here. All right. And it says with perplexity. I'm going to read that again because this is the point. And it says, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. You got to look at this shit and it's got to be puzzling. Like, what the fuck, man? And it's led me to the conclusion all day. It's 3:57. All day I've been in this mind frame since this morning. And I'm really just, to comfort me, looking at these people and realizing the scriptures say, he that wandereth out of the congregation, out of understanding, shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. And the Lord's not playing with that. These people that aren't in the understanding of who they are, who the other nations are, who their enemies are, the beginning, the midst, and the ending of the times thereof, they're not in that covering. They're dead. So these people have no clue about what's going on. No clue. But they're perplexed. But nevertheless, they have no clue about what's really going on. That's why their mind always creates grand delusions of grandeur, like great delusion in their minds to tell them that it's always going to get better. 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 It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Because they believe in this shit. Because you know what? The thing about niggas is, and I'm talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans here. If you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, what other choice do you have? You better be the biggest and greatest American that you fucking can be, because you don't have nothing else. Because you're not turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. So, distress of nations with perplexity. All right. Let's get another scripture and I'm going to close up here. Bear me 1 second. Through. This is 2 Corinthians 4:8. And it says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. Right. We're in this walk. If you're in this walk, some days it's better. Some days it's way worse. But for the most part, there's always troubles on all sides of us. But we're not in distress because why? We have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Like it be tough. Money be short. You be wondering how the fuck you gonna pay for this rent? How you gonna pay for this car? How you gonna pay for this insurance? How you gonna pay for this phone? How you gonna pay for these groceries? How you gonna get to work? How you gonna do this, do that? It's always some trouble, but we're not distressed because why? We have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? It says we are perplexed. Right? But we are not in despair. And that's the truth. Because even still, like I said, I was like, this is not a feeling of a lack of faith. This is just, what in the actual fuck? That's how I was feeling. I was perplexed. I was puzzled. But I wasn't in despair. Like I said, I wasn't in despair. Like, let's look up that word despair. Ooh, see, to be despair is to lose hope, to be without hope. See, I wasn't without hope. I have hope in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I just for a second was like, so we just going to act like nothing happened yesterday and nothing's going on and we're just going to continue to go forth. And, I'm just was thinking about social media and and how much the social media engines have played a part. So like my thing stopped. How social media has played such a pivotal part in all cultures and life and business. And it could be in the very next few days, hours that it could just go away. And I was just thinking about how that would affect everything. That affects music, entertainment, trends. That affects people. People have addictions to these different social media engines. So what do you think will happen when it's just like that? It's gone. So I was just considering all of these things. So that's where it got me to thinking about being perplexed. And I was like, I'm going to do a lesson on that. And that's what this is here. People are distressed, perplexed, despaired. They're all these things. It's just that they're too dumb to realize it. That's why you have to, as a man or a woman of the Lord, you have to see the signs. This bitch is crazy. Why do you think over the last several years, hair color in women has skyrocketed? That's not because it's trendy and it's cute. No, these bitches is going crazy. Why do you think these niggas is doing all these things that they're doing? It's because these niggas is going fucking crazy. They're in despair. I read the transformer that did the school, you got to watch your words, too many words. I spoke on it already. But that situation in Nashville, you understand? The transformer, sent a DM, to a person, to one of their old friends or some shit like that. And was speaking to, hey, you were such a good person. I just wanted to say this to you. I'm going to unalive myself today and, and this, that, and the third. And I'm tired of living. That's when you are despaired. You've given up on hope. Suicide is the highest form of disparity. You don't have any more strength inside of you to continue to fight of just waking up the next day. So you decided to clip yourself. And that's what that was in Nashville. And I'm going to say this through the spirit too. All of these events that are happening in the world aren't controlled and being narrated by Esau. Understand that. Some of them are, but a lot of this is because people are losing hope. So you could feel perplexed, but don't be so puzzled where you lose hope and faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, so with that, I want to close up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakar Kodash.